Once upon a time, there was a beautiful garden called Eden. It was a place of wonder and magic, where the trees bore fruit of every kind, and the animals roamed free. But what if I told you that this garden was not just a natural paradise and the time of beginning as explained in some religious texts, but a bioengineering landscape?
In the garden, there were alien scientists who were working on a secret project to create a specimen that was compatible with the local planetary atmosphere they were also terraforming. They had been experimenting with genetic engineering for thousands of years, creating entire biomes and countless creatures by intelligent design that would serve a specific role. This role could be symbiotic, parasitic, etc. They also replicated and modified specific base pairs of their own in order to create distant hybrid chimeras of themselves. Over millions of years they set up the atmosphere and ocean with released carbon dioxide and oxygen. The specimens developed, reproduced and managed to stabilize and not only become more tolerant of the initial atmosphere, but also managed to adapt with the changing atmosphere. The final products were Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were unique and created specifically. They had the power to procreate and were given some level of cognition and the ability to develop it. The other creatures in the garden began to fear them, and they mostly ran from them, unlike their predecessors. The alien scientists that had created them realized their mission was complete and let things play out from here by themselves, keeping a watchful eye until this day. Adam and Eve had become more powerful, and they now could not be stopped. They had become the garden's rulers. They, however, like most humans, were bored and soon became curious. Naturally, they left the garden, and they wandered the earth, wanting to find out what else existed. By now they had created lots of offspring and some of them stayed behind, while others banded together to explore and discover other uncharted areas. They all had the power of communicated speech and initially spoke the same dialect, however over time and with each generation there were small changes, until each group had developed a completely different and distinct spoken language from each other. We all know the rest is lost in history to time immemorial, and we can only speculate from vague archaeological clues that are covered up by our handlers and those behind the curtain that know the genuine history of what is now known as the human race and humanity. Where do you think the human-alien hybrid bio lab is located?